Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-captain, Brian.
Hello.
We are ready to set sail on a charter again. This is Below Deck Season 10, Episode 2. Sorry we didn't cover the premiere, but we are back. We'll be here every week going forward. This was Episode 2. Like I said, this was entitled Deadliest Snatch.
Like it.
What she always has the best lines. I mean, by far, Rachel always provided the best moments. Great to still be one of the staples, along with Captain Lee, for longtime fans to be able to have their favorite throwback moments. I know this is a new show for Brian, so this is going to be a cool one for us to go through together. Like I said, we are back. We are in, what is it, St. Lucia?
Yeah, I've actually been there. So I kind of, when they were explaining it, I was like, oh, I recognize that.
Yeah, so Captain Lee has a new big boat, new deck, bad leg, bad back. Captain Lee had nerve surgery, it seems like, in the off season. Says he's going to do okay, has to use the crutches and the cane. We'll kind of get to that at the end of the episode, but does not look like Captain Lee is doing very well.
Not a good area to be on a boat. Like,
yeah, well,
it's
he's
tough.
a sea captain, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what else is he going to do? I'm going to just kind of run down my notes as we go here. So obviously we have a lot of new cast members, a lot of new staff members. Frazier, we'll kind of start with him, the Chief Stew. I like him. I think he's a nice dude. I do just think that like he just needs to just gain a little bit more confidence, right? Like gain that voice just a little bit more. But I think overall, a nice guy, good leader. I mean, he's doing everything, even when other people are sleeping. He's getting the work done.
Right. Like till 5 in the morning.
Like 5 in the morning, the poor guy. And then he was going to quit night one in his sleep. Camille, who mentioned about 16 times that she dated a Ole Miss quarterback and that she's from a small town in Mississippi. That's Shea Patterson. For anyone who's interested, you can look him up. God, she's my least favorite so far.
Yeah, I agree.
Bad attitude, man. I mean, just bad attitude. Alyssa is your boss. Like she ends, we see the preview. I don't want to jump ahead, but in the preview, we see there's gonna be an altercation where she says, "You're not my boss."
Right.
Yes, she is.
She's not gonna last long, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
How do they usually do it, Bill? Like, is
No,
it?
I mean, you'd be surprised how long people last when they suck.
You really got to mess up to get cut.
It's usually more. You can get more chances with your own crew members and like your work ethic versus bad interactions with charter guests. That's the easy way to get yourself. You know, no fraternizing is a really big rule. So obviously, no flirting, kissing. These are that's gotten violated in the past. No drugs on the boat. That's gotten violated in the past. So things like that, they're more serious about. But with Alyssa too being a new, person on the boat as well, it's going to be a little different for Captain Lee and also I guess really more so going forward, Frazier, like how you manage that, right?
Yeah.
Also, I guess we could just talk about it now. Honestly, it's like looks like we're gonna lose Captain Lee at some point, right? Like we're gonna get a different captain, probably.
Yeah, I mean that's what it looks like. I mean, it's just I couldn't imagine not being able to walk on a boat. It just seems very difficult because it's narrow to begin with. Like you can't even like relax, especially if he's working the entire time. Just doesn't seem like a good. You can't.
In
You
any
rush
bad situation, you cannot be reactive and quick. Even though a lot of it is electronic, it's still navigating a large boat. There's a lot going on, a lot still moving, and like I said, when you're dealing with like a back and a nerve thing, you're just shot.
100%.
Still a good dude. Still gets to go down to dinner. He was the Hugh Hefner of the Playboy party that we will get to.
He definitely was.
A few other cast members to go over here. Like I said, Alyssa seems fine seems fine. I think her downfall could be that she hates Camille too much and that she's going to get drawn into that rivalry that she doesn't need to draw herself into.
Yeah, I agree.
Tony, always smiling. Tony got objectified a little bit on this.
Yes, he did
on the first charter.
By Peng.
Yeah, so obviously we're talking episode 2 here. So I do just kind of wanted to go over kind of like our thoughts on the thing, but this was part 2 of the Peng charter. The Peng charter where things haven't gone super well for the crew, right? The first dinner sucked. The first lunch was late. Now the second dinner tonight, as the title told you, Deadliest Snatch, the Bronzino was all not freshly frozen, was just deep frozen fish, and so it was all bad. Rachel wanted to kill herself.
No soap either.
No
Pee on the
soap.
seats.
Yeah, that was the underrated comment of the whole episode. There was piss on the seats, and that didn't get like railed on.
He's like, not my urine.
Thank God Peng and them were just bombed the whole time.
Yeah, they were. They were
did
trash.
not care. The fish were super foul. Yeah, even Camille too. Like when they even do the little excursion to the beach, like you don't need to be swimming and playing when the boat's on its way up, right?
Yeah.
Also, fill the damn mini bar with fill the mini bar. Like that's not full. That like, dude, it's day one. Usually, dude, when you're seeing these type of like, it's like the fourth or fifth, charter. They're tired. They're sick of each other, but not like day one. You literally slept in a hotel the night before.
That makes me think, like, how did she get this job? If she's taking it like that.
I wonder if Shea Patterson has hookups in the yachting industry, because she did date an Ole Miss quarterback.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
If you didn't remember.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you know. The crazy wind sucked, so they actually I felt bad for Captain Lee and stuff. It's the last day and they're heading in, and like you can't just go park the damn boat. You have to like let them get chartered in, like ferried in, and just like whatever, just get these people off. We did get to have our first night out. This was a very short night out though. They went for like an 8:00 dinner. They're back on the boat at like 10 something. I'm curious if there is a like time limit there as far as like how late, because in other seasons they definitely go back. I guess also because they weren't taxied all the way in, maybe like they weren't parked on the dock. They couldn't stay out as late.
They said they had to be up early though, Bill. I think they said like 7:00 in the morning.
They always are up early.
Okay, doesn't matter.
That doesn't really matter. Yeah, they're just on the boat. For our community members watching that are bigger and longtime Below Deck listeners, feel free to fill us in too on any facts, things we're talking about. All of our other communities, Amazing Race, Challenge, Survivor, people fill us in on the things they know behind the scenes stuff. Full disclosure, like Brian, and this won't apply as much to this show, but Brian and I don't look into spoilers, so like we really never know where anyone stands, or we don't want to look into things too much because then we end up getting spoiled. So overall, Peng, 25K tip, 2,100 each for the squad. Not a bad start considering they all did a pretty bad job.
Is that so? What's normal? Is that normal?
Oh yeah. No, they can be fatter, way fatter than that. Yeah. I don't know what the largest tip on Below Deck ever has been. There are a few different iterations. So also would love someone to put that. I could look that up, but if someone in the comments knows, let us know what the biggest tip ever was. I'll look that up for next week.
And there's been times where they get no tip.
Rarely. But there's times where like they definitely feel skimped and stuff. Like it's funny because you watch, especially like I said, I'm not sure about these people because so many of them are new. I'm so much used to like the old cast, and you see them season after season, and it just became basically like they were like the regular waiters and bartenders you knew, like watching them every week get tips. So it was funny, but no, it's definitely a dynamic look. They're making good money. They are making good money. They are not, listen, they work hard, but I'm gonna tell you, it's not that hard what they're doing. Like, I'm sorry. It's really not. It's not.
Come after Bill. He said it.
It's not.
Whatever way.
Please. All right, fine. This again, we always say we'll do all these challenges. I would love for someone who owns a yacht company to invite me out to work on a yacht for the week. I will do it.
What would you want to do? Would you want to be like bar or like
I'll do whatever,
or like do you want to like do the rope?
I will try everything. I know you probably won't let me drive the boat, but everything else I will do. But look, another show. Our Monday nights are different. We went from 2 hours of Paradise to an hour of Love and Hip Hop and an hour of Below Deck, which is honestly awesome because they both come out at 8:00 and we can get them done.
Exactly.
It's really nice. Monday nights are going to treat us much better. In the 9:00 hour recording starting next week will be nice now that I know what time they come on. Check out all of our other content, including our social media pages, our TikTok, our Twitter, Instagram. We're on Facebook as well. We're on Reddit. We have a subreddit, the Reality Guys, on all those platforms. We do also cover a ton of things here on the YouTube channel. Obviously, I mentioned the Bachelor franchise, Survivor, Challenge, Amazing Race, Love Boat, all the Netflix shows, Jersey Shore, Floribama Shore, Buckhead Shore, anything and everything in between, you let us know about it. We'll give it a shot. But for myself and Brian, thank you. Peace.